Assalamualaikum class.
Waalaikumsalam, ma'am.
So before anything else, may I request to please stand up and let's have a silent prayer. Good morning class.
Good morning, ma'am.
Please pick up any trash under your chair and dispose of it properly in the trash can and arrange your chair properly. Class, be seated. How's your morning today?
It's okay, ma'am.
Okay, let's have check your attendance first. Say CPA if your name is called. Abdul Rashid,
CPA?
Abdul Gafur,
CPA, ma'am.
Abinal.
CPA?
Oh, nice. You are all present today. As I remember, I give you assignment last meeting,
Yes.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
Kindly pass it first. Before we proceed to our lesson today, let us recap our last topic. Where did our discussion last meeting?
Non-process and others consideration in developing a standards of PPCAS, ma'am.
Very good. What are they?
Number 1, applicability of IPSAS. Number 2, exposure draft of PPSAS. And number 3, ma'am, is fundamental issues and so on.
Excellent. Thank you for listening to our lesson every meeting. But before we proceed to our lesson today, let's have an activity first. This activity is what we called word chain games. Are you familiar to this game?
No, ma'am.
So, this game is ito yung laro na kung saan magbibigay ako ng word, tapos tatawag ako ng pangalan na tatayo, tapos siya yung magsasabi or dudugtungan niya yung sinabi kong word. For example is, nagbigay ako ng word na accounting. So, kapag tinawag ko si Makadato, is magbibigay siya ng word na kung saan magsisimula sa letter J. So, bakit nga ba letter J yung start ng sasabihin ni Makadato? It's because yung last letter na sinabi ko sa accounting is letter J. Nagets niyo ba, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let us start to our game. Okay, I'll give the first word accounting. So, please Makadato stand up. Okay, it's enough and let us proceed to our topic today. So class, what's our topic for today?
Nature and scope of government accounting.
Yes, today we will discuss about the nature and scope of government accounting. I hope you already read the PDF that I sent to our GC, so we have a smooth discussion today. But before we formally begin our discussion, let me enlighten to you the objectives of this lesson. Upon the completion of the lesson, students will be able to define government accounting and its scope, identify the three types of government units, which is the INGAS, LGUs, and GOCC. And lastly is determine the role of each government offices. So first is what is government accounting?
Ma'am, government accounting encompasses the process of analyzing, recording, clarifying, summarizing, and communicating all transactions involving the receipt and disposition of government funds and property and interpreting the result thereof.
Very good. So, government accounting is a process also to recording transaction incurred by the government. Kasama na rin ang pag-record sa income ng government at saka expenditure, which means yung mga nagagamit nila. So, we have three types of governmental organizational units, which those are
National government agencies or NGAs. Number 2, local government units or LGUs. Number 3, government-owned and controlled corporation or GOCCs.
Very good. So ito sila, yung the three types of governmental organizational units. So ang NGAS ay lahat ng mga department tulad ng bureaus, offices, boards, commissions, councils, state colleges, and universities. While the number 2, which is the local government units or LGUs, as ito naman yung mga political subdivision of the Philippines having substantial control over local affairs consisting of province, which is tayo na nasa Lanao del Sur, or cities na sa Marawi cities and other municipalities na nandito sa LDS, and also yung mga barangays natin. And lastly is yung GOCC. It's an agency which is organized by law. If you are half of 51% in capital stock sa isang corporation, it is a GOCC. For example, class is meron kayong 51% sa capital stock sa corporations and ibig sabihin is GOCC ka. Ang GOCC is ito yung pagmamay-ari ng government pero ito ay kontrolado ng corporation. And class, any question about these three types of governmental organizational units?
None, ma'am.
Okay, so let us proceed to government offices that are mandated to discharge the state accounting responsibilities and consonance with its committed to the Filipino people are the Commission on Audit or COA, Department of Budget and Management or DBM, and Bureau of Treasury or BOT, and lastly, the government agencies. So first is what is COA?
Ang COA, ma'am, stands for Commission on Audit. It is an independent government agency who is responsible to conducting financial and performance audit to ensure accountability and transparency. Sila rin po ang nagre-review sa financial transaction to make sure the compliance with laws and regulations.
Correct. And also COA plays a crucial role in ensuring the government funds are used efficiently and effectively. Ibig sabihin, sila yung may authority na i-monitor yung mga government agencies kung saan napupunta yung budget na binigay sa kanila. And second one is the Department of Budget and Management or DBM. Is the department responsible for planning and implementation of the national budget. Sila rin ang nagmo-monitor sa government if yung binigay ba na budget is nagamit sa paglalaanan nito. For example, is nagbigay ang national budget sa DOH, sa DSWD or DPWH na sila yung magbo-monitor kung nagamit ba ito. And the third one is the Bureau of Treasury. Ang BOT is the department keeper of national funds and disbursement. BOT acts as the custodian of national funds para masigurado na nagagamit ito sa panggagamitan nito. At sila rin ang responsible to release the funds to the respective government agencies. So, kapag may binigay na budget sa mga iba't ibang agencies, sila yung magre-release. Sila yung magbibigay sa fund na yon at i-monitor nila ito kung yung ba ng hiniling nila na budget is naibigay sa kanila ng maayos. And lastly is the government agencies. So, class, what is government agencies?
Government agencies would include government instrumentalities like bureaus, Congress, judiciary, constitutional bodies, and self-contained institutions, among others when are required to have an accounting division.
That's correct. And it also includes the three branches and the constitutional bodies of government, which is the executive branch, headed by the president, and responsible for enforcing laws and policies, legislative branch, composed of Congress, the Senate, and the representative, and responsible for making laws. And lastly is the judicial branch comprised of the Supreme Court and lower, responsible to interpreting laws and ensuring that they are applied fairly. So do you have any question about this topic?
No,
We have five users. So first, the general public or the citizenry. Who can explain what does that mean?
ma'am, ang general public or citizenry is sila po yung mga interested in government agency information na makita. Ito for the transparency and accountability po.
Good answer. They are the one who are interested to know the government agencies information. And next is the legislative body. Na na-discuss natin earlier na kung saan ito is one of the three branches of government body who makes law that will be implementing to our country. And next one is the manager administrators. Sila naman ang responsible for implementing those policies and daily conduct of government affairs. Next is the student of public finance and political and other social sciences. Who want to explain? Any one of this class? On my own opinion.
On my own opinion, sila po ma'am yung mga students or researchers na kailangan nila yung financial information para gamitin nila sa academic research or studies nila po.
Good answer. And is that clear, class?
Yes, ma'am.
And lastly, the resource provider of the government agencies, which is the donor and grantor, taxpayer, and lenders, supplies, and employees. So first is the donor or grantor. Lahat naman siguro alam nila yung donor and grantor, di ba? Which is, yung donor is yan yung magbibigay without expecting repayment or in simple words, to donate. While yung grantor is usually referred to entities that provide funds for specific purposes or project, often with certain condition or requirements. And next is the taxpayer. Taxpayer, every individual who need to pay taxes according to the amount and pace they will be required to pay. So, every individual, lahat tayo is nagbabayad tayo ng tax. And even kayo classes, kapag bumibili kayo, is nakakabayad kayo ng tax. Yung mga parents ninyo is nagbabayad sila ng tax. And even yung kapag bumibili kayo sa mall and di ba sa receipt ninyo is may nakalagay na VAT tax? VAT is yun, 12% na binabayaran ninyo yun. And every na bumibili kayo sa mga mall or kahit na saan. And lastly is the lender, supplies, and employees. They want to know whether the government can pay its obligation today. So, ang mga lenders, suppliers, and employees is gusto nilang malaman kung ang government ba is nababayaran nila yung obligation nila sa bayan natin. And that's all for our discussion today. Let's continue next meeting. Do you have any question regarding to our topic today?
None, ma'am.
Clarification.
None, ma'am.
If you have no question, let's have an activity first. So class, accounting is an important and several reasons, just like for being transparency and accountability, public trust, good governance, and so on. And you, as a future CPA, papaano kayo magiging transparency and accountability? So, meron tayong assessment today, 1 to 20 identification. So, get one in past class. If you are done sa quiz natin, please pass your paper. And before we dismiss, let's have an assignment. Your assignment is here, which government of office are which government offices are responsible for discharging accounting responsibilities. So take a picture of this and please pass it in next meeting, and class dismiss.